Hi again, it's part 3 of the Sewing Basket Treasures for Seth Apter Team. Whereas there's details of Sewing Basket Treasures in the first two, here I'm actually making my focal point on top of such a treasure. I'm using thick acrylic felt as my base and add white gesso on top because, well, it's felt so it would absorb a ton of paint, so rather I have it absorb gesso than actual paints. As you can see, I have the base in there in the right, and it's done the similar way as the other two. After drying the gesso, I sketched a raven or a crow on top and then used acrylic paint to paint it. I'm now kind of adding first layer to the raven and also some hints to the background. So even though there's the sketch underneath, it soon starts to resemble a blob rather than an actual bird. But this is just the first layer, so have patience with me. So after I get the first layer done, I will dry it and then start adding details on top. I sped the video a little bit, so here you can see me already doing some work with an acrylic marker. The image on the left is actually my acrylic painting, so I'm mimicking that in a smaller scale. I used the acrylic markers for thin lines as the felt has quite a texture, so it's easier for me to get those thin lines using markers than a really thin brush. And then I use my fingers to blend the colors in. Blending, adding details is something I could do hours and hours, but I've speeded the video up or actually cut it in pieces so you don't see the whole process. Here the raven is almost done. I'm adding just some dry brushing on top to mimic little feathers. After I had the painting done, I added a touch of stamping with some Seth Apter stamps, and then it's time to put everything together. So there's the piece of monoprinted cardstock underneath the little painting, and I'm using the heavy body gel medium to adhere the piece on top. I'm also adding a little piece of that lace I have going in all of the three to kind of making a little ruffle for the crow. And then I'm making kind of a halo using wire, some ceramic beads and buttons. I thread the buttons through the wire and then form it into a large circle. To adhere it to my project, I mostly tuck it between the layers, but I also add some heavy body gel medium to two of the buttons, so it will secure this little halo or wreath in place. And here you can see the finished trio. There's two more of an abstract, if you can say, and then the third is the crow. And all of them have the sewing basket treasures. There's just few details in the first one, a little bit more in the second one, and then maybe the most heavy-handed in this third one. Thank you for watching. I hope you like the series, and I'll see you in next month with another Seth Apter Team post. Bye bye.